Celebrity
Pharmacology. Episode 13. Woohoo. Well, hi everyone. Welcome back. We're going to jump right into this and enjoy it. Enjoy the whatever. It looked like Troy had a little like bumblebee.
No, he did.
Like a little. He's so cute.
I love him. I love Donald Glover for who he is.
Yeah. He's a special person.
He is.
And I love that he's like famous. I love that people like him are famous because we need like a plethora of different people, not just one type of.
See, that's why I love Jack Black.
Mm-hmm.
That's like.
But he is loved by many.
He is, and he's done so much in different genres, and it's just like.
Right.
Yeah.
That's true. Comedy will get you. It's universal.
Yes, ma'am.
That's the thing about comedy and laughter.
And that's why we need it. So don't try and snuff it out, everyone. Yep. We need comedy. We need to laugh.
If comedy dies, you know we're in the end. It's the end game.
It literally will be Hunger Games at that
point.
It
will. 100%. Do not cancel comedy.
Do not cancel comedy, y'all.
But, all right, we are ahead on our Patreon, full-timer reaction, and links are down in our description box below.
Yes. And don't forget to leave a comment, and subscribe.
Oh, he is a bumblebee. Oh, they're both a bumblebee.
Hey, Busby. How are you today?
Busby?
So great, Bo. Maybe.
It's just one of Andy's projects.
Who's this?
This is
nice.
drugs.
Aren't drugs
bad?
No way. Drugs
Don't call me honey.
Pierce! Drugs doesn't say that.
It is Annie's.
I love it.
Who's going to be aware of a character that has no lines? Oh, and also I noticed on page 15...
Why is Britta and Jeff?
They look so cute.
Does marijuana help people work faster? I thought it made them just custom paint their vans and solve mysteries.
We're going to have to talk about marijuana now. Damn.
All right, let's do it.
You don't count, Britta. You don't respond to anything appropriately. Thank you.
Well, that could be the dean. We haven't seen him in a minute. But why is he a marijuana plant when she had an issue with Adderall? Why couldn't it be an Adderall?
Right. Well, there you go. A bottle of pills, maybe. No, but it has to be the scapegoat drug, weed. Here we go.
How come he gets a front stinger?
Oh my god. And I mean...
I just gotta drink my water.
So he uses this as something. Like, it's for his own play.
Buzz, motherfucker. Buzz.
The dean has fun. He has a very colorful life.
He's living his best life. He really is. And I can't judge someone like that. They're doing it.
Mm-hmm. I just can't believe it.
I don't like flirting in text.
That's like saying you don't work by electric light. If you want to have an active sex life, part of it is texting.
But it's so hard for some of us. It's hard for me.
Yeah.
And since you probably don't have a cassette player, here's a list of used ones on Craigslist.
God.
You can't ignore him, though.
That's true.
You know that you're going to have to acknowledge him eventually.
Oh, Jay. Yeah, his face. I mean, you both were drunk.
Yeah.
I made that choice.
But he does also have a right to his child.
Yeah.
No, Britta left her phone. She's getting a text message.
Let me see.
Hey, now.
I know.
Are you really wearing a cat costume? Well, Marcus, you are.
Yeah, he has literally he doesn't know boundaries.
I know.
There's not much to the cat costume, but can't wait to show you what's underneath.
How could you think that was a good idea?
I got a better question. How could it not be a great idea?
Jeff, you're a man that doesn't care about anything but sex, and Britta's not that person.
Just point blank, don't touch people's
and just don't
stuff.
touch people's phones.
Just leave them alone. It's not your property.
Right.
What is her
Why
poor
is
rundown
Pierce...
car? Her life is not okay.
Is that she's broke?
And
We saw her house when they brought her home after.
Oh, did we see this? Okay,
but we didn't see inside her house.
Find out. There's a rapist in the hall.
Did you follow me?
What?
Let me ask
She's
you a
in such a bad neighborhood, though.
Doing in an apartment above Dildopolis. And when did they open a second
Dil-
location?
I don't.
Dildos? The dildos place?
After my nervous breakdown,
His
my mom wanted to put the
perspective.
problem behind us, and I wanted to deal with it. So I went to rehab, and she cut me off.
Oh,
What are you living?
interesting.
Every penny from
We're really getting
Excuse me, what's the
her
period?
story. Jeez.
Fairy that gives you $1 every time you get your period.
Well, God, I wish.
I found the drapes in a dumpster. Can you believe it?
But it is cool what she's done with it.
No, I want to help.
Okay, I'm only taking this because I'm a little worried about making rent, and they told me the procedure for selling eggs takes 3 weeks.
Oh, girl. Oh.
Pierce?
Oh.
Well, shoot, dang. I just hope he doesn't, like, use this.
Oh, yeah.
I don't know.
Why did you follow me here today?
Oh, it was nothing. It seems sort of pointless.
So he wants more lines in this show.
Play and who cares if I don't have time?
My gosh.
Hello, I'm Cornelius Hawthorne.
Why does he look like that one?
He's from
YouTuber.
Gotham. That's all I know him from.
Oh.
He's the Riddler in Gotham.
He looks like that one. Why am I forgetting his name? iDubbbz or whatever.
I want to be in the commercial too, Father.
Well, then you should have done better in your damn audition. You're a good boy, Nigel.
Oh.
Father is a lucky man.
Oh. Oh no.
Oh my god. What is this? What is this episode doing?
Oh man.
Here we go, guys. I took the
Oh
liberty
no, he
of
really
juicing
went
up
too
some
far.
bits.
Hey, Grayon, do you know where I can get some drugs? I need them.
Unfortunately, you can get them anywhere.
Anywhere?
I'm here. Zabadazooey.
Good one.
But I think the kids are gonna like the drugs then.
Let's give Jeff the Zabadazooey line, and then I'll come in with
Uh-oh.
a good one. I think I put it back in my pocket after I wrote you that check yesterday.
Oh.
I'll talk to Jeff.
Also, I think it'd be better for my character if I wear his leather jacket.
Oh my gosh. Exploiting. That's so.
Show!
Yeah. Oh no. Never mind. No one's happy.
Drug-free baseballs, huh?
I mean, aren't they always drug-free?
Drugs. Think about baseball instead.
Yeah, that's not gonna. That's like Britta said.
Yep. It's like if you just had like a real conversation instead of babying it up.
I don't know if I told you, my nephew Marcus actually goes to San Ramon Middle School and he's coming to see the show.
Marcus, your nephew?
Yeah, he's 14. I actually thought he didn't even like me, but then he texted me out of nowhere and he said, "Can't wait to see you. I've been looking forward to this for so long. You are the coolest aunt in the world."
What the hell?
We screwed up.
We?
It was to Britta's. He sent her an emoji penis. What are we gonna do?
What the hell?
Screw you, Abed. You called me by name. It wasn't a mistake. Don't be afraid. Screw you, Abed.
No!
I'm drunk. We can't do this. I'm drunk too. On lust.
Ew!
Oh my god, Jeff, what did you do?
Boy, wow, who does that? That's...
Bees, you're up.
Oh my.
Did you send a dick pic?
I
I misheard that. My bad.
I don't even know.
Don't call me honey. Honey.
They're gonna like the drugs.
There's something wrong with you. And the idea that I was with you means there's something wrong with me.
No, that's poor. Well, that's mean to change.
Well, that answers my question. Jeff Winger is sexy even in a coffin.
Person just heard. That's him? Oh no. Britta, I fear for you, girl.
I was looking for a lighter.
Lighter?
I got this,
I can't
This
believe
is gonna be so bad.
It's drugs with a crazy wig and sparkler.
Pokemon!
Pokemon.
And now kids are gonna be hooked on drugs.
This is not. Well, kids shouldn't smoke weed their age, but.
Yeah.
Well, I hope you're proud of yourself, Drugs. Look what you've done.
Oh, yeah? Well, look what I'm doing now.
No.
He knows how to, like. He knows what kids like.
He does. He's the wrong character. He was. It should have been Jeff.
It sends a mixed message.
You know what I think is a mixed message? Yesterday you couldn't pay your rent, and today you can. Come on, Annie. You and I are alike.
give back the check.
I hope she does.
That sucks because she really needs help.
I know. But he wasn't doing it as a friend.
Yeah.
Ugh.
Oh my god.
They're getting stoned.
Oh,
they're getting bald.
They literally are.
He's a magician.
Ain't no party without drugs.
Oh no.
I love you,
In the first episode.
Yeah. We love drugs.
They're high on me. Oh, God.
I'm not letting you go back on that stage.
Oh, maybe I won't be visiting you late at night anymore
Yeah.
with a generous spirit.
He's still living in the past too.
This is why I didn't want to take money from my parents. I don't want anybody pulling my strings.
Yeah.
Is he giving you money?
Not anymore.
That's why the script got changed. Pierce bought his way in.
Oh, but they don't understand Annie's.
Indulging this man?
You're fired.
Fired? Next time I'm at Dildopolis, I will not be coming upstairs to say hi.
Let's have real conversation.
This was for you and your
I'm sorry.
Here's the situation. We've got 50 at-risk preteens. Armed with baseballs.
Hope you can top Act 1 is all I'm saying. Oh. Whoops.
I live for the Dean now.
I know.
The Dean is it.
And the least we can do is hit the reset button and get that number down to the national average.
That's a suicide mission.
Did someone say crazy person?
There you go.
Greetings, you little snots!
There you go.
Did you expect me to stay the same forever? Cause that's not what drug does, baby!
Well, that's true too.
I'm gonna deep fry. I control your lives, and there is nothing you can do. Let's kill him!
Oh,
Bring it
Jesus
on,
Christ.
Bow Wow!
Not your baby daddy. Go save him.
Well, Chang saved the day.
Britta doesn't need to ever know about this.
Okay, I'd be happy to. For a price.
There's always a price, huh?
That was brave
But
of you.
he's got bills to pay. got candy to go buy.
Oh, that's really sweet. Tell you what, why didn't I go get Chang and tell him that yourself?
Oh my God.
He's just still silent.
Hey, amazing! Way to go, man. Way to go.
They beat the
Awesome.
crap out of you.
Just push him.
I'm so sorry. Thank you so much. That was amazing. Even I learned something.
But Annie.
I know, Annie, you gotta be open.
I know you don't depend on anyone, but you do depend on people depending on you.
Mm.
So I'm not gonna take your money.
We're still friends.
Give me a day.
Yeah.
By the way, your mom was the period fairy, right?
Hey guys, I found my phone, but has anyone seen my bra?
Oh, ew. God, your aunt.
Time for Dildopolis' night owl deals. Please be advised.
They don't
we
do
will be
so
closed for friends. At Dildopolis, your privacy is our top concern.
Go get a job.
Yeah.
And move.
Copy drop. Take the load off at our in-store cafe and enjoy an espresso or our signature cinnamon biscotti.
Oh man.
Yeah, but I mean, I guess even in this economy, getting a job, you can't even move out anyways. Like, just the reality. Like,
That is the reality.
what
of
can you
it.
really do? Like,
Yeah.
the money is not. It's like you're just living to work. You're working to living to work. Yeah,
Yeah,
you're just
living to
living to work. So I don't know.
And working to live. But you know,
Crazy.
I'm glad they gave us a bit more of Annie.
Yeah,
And it really does show you, because it's like, it's true. When I was at college, I would go to like some people's apartments. I'm like, oh, I'm like, I mean, I'm not trying to judge, but it's like you think one thing, and then like, you know, you don't know anyone's situation.
Yeah.
And clearly no one knows Annie's situation.
Right.
So.
Right.
Hence why they reacted the way they did.
Well, Annie, it's interesting, and this is why it's like we all need to work on trying not to judge a book by its cover. But I definitely look at Annie as like if I didn't know her, I'd be like, oh, she's the perfect little girl. She always got what she wanted. Perfect parents. You know, and that's my own like stereotype of like that pretty white girl with blue eyes.
Yep.
And that's just like what we were. I mean, when you grow up watching TV and movies, that's the main character. And like when you're in high school, like us, and we're like the colored people,
like
the people of color,
the one out of 4 colored kids in your high school.
Like it's and you see who's the popular one, who's getting
who has
the attention.
everyone. It looks like her, you know.
Yeah.
I mean, I knew she wasn't with her mom, but
we
you know,
knew that, but I still didn't realize like, oh wow, like Annie is actually like she's doing so much for herself for her age, and like she has no support, and she's been through a really difficult time, and for her mom to just like
her
cut
mother
her off like
sounds
that.
well. Her mother sounds terrible because it reminds me again of like the BoJack, that episode where the girl. Okay, maybe actually I'm mixing it up, but like so it's like parents that would rather just pay off versus like have healing.
Yeah.
And that's what her mom sounds like.
Yeah.
It's just like she just wanted to cover it up versus like actually because she didn't want her to go to rehab.
Right.
Which is just like
because of her shame of like
probably the shame of it.
I don't want people to know.
Yeah.
Like come on.
And just like wow. So for Annie to make like Annie's very mature.
No, she really is.
To make that choice and do all this. I'm like, damn.
Yeah. It is
that's scary.
It is. I could never even imagine at that age like, what I would do.
And just coming out of rehab, like when you need support and
and she went there.
Yeah.
God, Pierce is like, I mean, I guess we did get more of a backstory. He's BoJack.
Yes.
He literally is
he
BoJack.
Is. That's literally girl.
Yeah.
I mean, well, same. Yeah. Right? No, not same writer.
No.
Never mind.
But the same, like I'm sure they're friends.
Same group.
Yeah.
I'm sure he's influenced him.
Yes.
But
yeah.
It's just so sad. But at the same time, while that was sad, it does not excuse anything that you know. And we've talked about this before, where it's like we've learned a not so great person's backstory. It's just like, oh, we understand. We're more understanding, but it's still not okay.
Yeah. Of course.
So you know, Pierce is like. Bad to do that to Annie.
I know.
It's funny that it worked out though in the drug skit because like he was this great thing and it worked out.
I guess it's one of those things that's like frustrating because they did use a plant that was used for healing. I mean, cannabis has always been used for good.
It's always the weed plant that's drugs.
You can't look. I mean, I don't. When you're that young, don't smoke.
No,
weed.
Don't do drugs.
But and like I don't know, like for me, because it's just how like I guess we've talked about it briefly, but for me, like I use cannabis as a tool now. Maybe in the past I used it as like, oh, I want to get high and I want to have fun because that's how I was taught how to use it from my friends.
Yes.
But what if we're forgetting the indigenous people. We're forgetting how in other cultures they use cannabis and they use these like hallucinogenic types of drugs like mushrooms and all kind. There's some certain cactus or cacti that produces that.
I mean, peyote was
so it's like if you are taught how to use the tool, it can help you. But I think there should be an age. There should be an age limit.
No, I agree.
Your brain is forming.
For anything like alcohol, cigarettes, drugs. Like, sorry, but like it should be at a certain age, and it should be when when your body has matured because your brain is still, you know, growing. Your body is still so it's just like you shouldn't be altering it that way. Unless you really know what you're doing. Because again, for marijuana, I'm not saying kids need to be smoking weed, but
not saying that
but like I do what you're saying now, because like I used to use weed the same way, where it's just like I just want to get high because that's what we were taught. Yeah, that's what weed's for by our peers. Yes. We're taught that you go to a party and get high and just whatever. Yeah. But now in our 30s, we do have an understanding of the healing properties of it. And not just that, but, you know, teas and mushrooms and anything of that nature where it's not like this, it's not man-made. It's not chemical. Yeah, exactly. You know, this is a part of the earth. Here we go. Where's my harp? Right, but it's true. But it's very true. And so, like, we don't abuse it. Yeah. We respect it. We know what it is. Right. And you know,
Right.
use it for such things.
Right.
And I think we talked about that with alcohol too, where it's just like, before, I really just like what you said, where it's just like we were taught by our peers or even TV that this is how you use this.
Yes.
And we said at the beginning too, where it's just like, you shouldn't be teaching kids in this happy-go-lucky fake play about drugs. You should be talking about what it is, what it could do to you. Like, just be real and have a conversation. And I mean, it still worked, I guess, but you shouldn't be teaching kids to beat up weed. Like, weed is not evil.
That's the thing. Why it seems like, because even when we did Dare and stuff, like weed was like the thing. Like, ooh, you're going or the Reefer Madness.
It's gateway drug. You're gonna get into meth and
maybe for some people. I can't talk for everyone, but like that's still very broad. I mean, I feel like that's rare.
But if those people had the education though, or maybe the support, because they're probably trying to escape a reality at home that was really, really brutal. Yeah. That happens a lot. Yeah. So it's just like, don't blame weed for that. Right. Blame the family who, you know, neglected the child, or maybe the teachers that let the kid pass through without really paying attention to them.
Yeah, exactly. It's like something was going on with Annie.
Yes.
She needed to take whatever she felt like Adderall to just keep up with her, to just have straight A's.
The expectations of her parents who were very cold and rigid, because if they're cutting you off because you sought help, that's a really big red flag.
Yeah, that's a very interesting. I mean, that's like very like, honestly, Annie's life, it could be like Diane's, but the fact that Diane from BoJack is Vietnamese, Annie has a very Asian story. Like her life is actually like just growing up around a lot of Asian American people. It's just the expectation was out of control. Like I was like, how are you guys doing this? And so I know that a lot of these kids would get Adderall and they would find it somehow. And
I mean, they use it in college still. It's very it's very common.
So, but because they're trying to live up to really a standard that is not exactly achievable unless you use an enhancing drug. Yeah, it's just crazy. And weed will not. First of all, weed's just gonna make you chill. So you're not smoking weed to go for out. But although when I do use it, like I don't know. It definitely brings me to myself. The thing that I didn't like, my therapist who I was seeing, she's an older person, old school. She was like, well, people use weed to escape. And I think that's true. Some people do. But for me, it's like, actually, it makes me come back to me because I have a lot of PTSD. Yeah. So because of where my brain works, it actually brings me to me, and I can be
a
more
center
present.
Balanced level. Yes, where I understand that. Yeah.
So it's like sucks because it's just generalized, and I wish there was more we're having the conversation,
and we'll continue to have this conversation because honestly, it really does need to be touched on, because it does not make sense that, I mean, again, weed is, if you abuse anything, it's going to be bad for you. Yep. But the thing is, there has to be education, and there has to be more accountability from parents, from the people who are actually distributing the stuff. There needs to be that accountability, but like there just needs to be conversation, because you can't say that alcohol or cigarettes are less harm. Weed doesn't harm you the way that alcohol and cigarettes harm you. You're not getting liver damage. No. Depending on how you smoke things, you know, potentially there's lung stuff, but still, it's just like nicotine. Literally, tobacco it had no nicotine until the company started pumping it full of this stuff to get people addicted. Right. Like, so it's just like, go blame those people. Leave marijuana alone. It ain't doing nothing.
And the parents. We need to education. To be more. It's just like my mom being like, I don't even want to bring it up, but I was going to say, I'm not going to throw her under the bus, but like, it's just saying, hey, don't do drugs, and then thinking that's all. Yeah. No, actually, you need to, first of all, raise me in a way that I can understand who I am, and I understand that this is where the PTSD stems from, but like, they didn't know because they're immigrants and they're survival mode. Yeah. And so it's like, okay, but you can't, it's just like sad because a lot of people are like, well, I told you not to do it. I told you.
But why?
And then it's like, but the truth is most people are going to do any type of drug, and most people are going to drink alcohol.
It's the same with sex ed. It's just like, again, it's just about education. You need to, and not giving, and trying to give not giving a fear-based education, but a unbiased education, which is hard. Yeah. I totally get that. Not everyone is in the same place to think that way. Yeah. But but then I guess let the schools teach it. Then I mean, for some people do need it where it's just like an unbiased, because you know, in the Christian home we believed you are a sinner if you have sex before marriage. And I didn't know anything about condoms. I didn't know anything about STDs from my parents or from my private school education. And I barely got it from the public school. So it's just like, who was going to teach me this stuff?
No, yourself.
Myself, really. Right. And guess how you learn? Experience, and then you get sucked into whatever. So y'all,
it's everybody needs to work together and stop having shame. Yeah, we all have sex. Your parents had sex. Mm-hmm. Oh my God, that's
Girl,
how
have you watched Turning Red yet?
No, Sora watched some of it, and he wants us to watch it.
I think it's because it talks about it, and it's an Asian family, so it has those expectations that we were talking about, and you know the glazing over the puberty talks and everything, but it's a good one.
Right, like when I started my period, I didn't know, I wasn't prepared for it, and I was so scared.
Girl, sorry, we'll cut the circle, but I do have something to tell you about that because I just heard a really good podcast about it.
Yeah. I wish it just, people need to, it's the shame, and I don't know where it comes. I mean, I do sort of know where it comes from, but
religion.
I wish, there's religion, there's oh yeah, really, it does.
It's the big one in religion,
and it comes from humans making it sex nasty, dirty, sinful, bad, and then everything about sex. So like having your period, ooh, that's bad. There's something really
Isn't it so silly that even I remember with boyfriends, like I didn't want to tell them I had my period. I was just so ashamed of myself, and I'm just like, I remember calling my friend. She was like, "How do I let a guy know I'm on my period?" Like, it's just like, it's a natural thing.
Yes,
it's a natural thing.
Yeah, like we're ew. What? I'm designed like
biology,
this, not my
honey. Biology. Like I just can't tell it to stop for you.
I know.
Oh Lord.
But it's interesting.
It is.
It's interesting.
So
just have conversations with your children if you have children.
Don't be Annie's mom.
Don't be Annie's mom. And just be open and understand. And I think we are in this generation.
Yeah, we are.
Like
way
us
more.
As parents, the millennials, because we are millennials.
Because we understood how much it screwed us up.
Yes.
That our parents didn't talk to us.
Yes. And so we were like, okay, wait a minute. Here, hold on. But I think we just need to go back to we need to go back to some of the older history books. Like read what our ancestors did, and not even our ancestors.
No, like Africa, because there it's so, and like South America,
that's
it's natural.
Our ancestors.
Yes, I thought you were talking about the colonial.
No, am I white? I'm talking. I mean, no shade to white people in your history, but I'm just talking about our African ancestry, my Persian, they were using a lot of just a lot of different, I don't want to call them drugs. You could call them drugs, whatever. Just mind-altering herbs.
Medicines, elixirs, stuff like that. Yeah. Not so much like the processed stuff.
And I actually was I was watching the Greeks and drugs and Chinese and drugs, what they were doing thousands of years ago.
The history of it all.
Yeah, the history of it. Yeah. And it's really interesting. It's all the same. They were all using
the
same on YouTube.
Oh,
it's just some.
I need that's what.
Yeah, I was curious about it, and it's just we need to follow people who knew what was going on thousands of years ago
and know how to use the drugs. Drugs. The
medicine, and a lot of it is medicine.
Plants. Yes. It's just plants, really. But it's just but they had a respect for it, so it wasn't even abused.
Yeah, I mean,
they might have partied.
Sure,
sometimes.
Yeah, they probably did, and that's the thing. And it's it's kind of understanding yourself and getting to know who you are. But that, I mean, this is the thing about shows. They're supposed to bring up conversation and have not a we're right and you're wrong, but hey, let's look into it. There is history. There is evidence of like these plants being used for positive.
Yes.
So, all right, that's all.
Yeah.
This was great. We'll be back next week. Thanks so much for watching with us. And this show is just great.
It is fantastic.
All right.
Bye.